What is going on? And we're live from Los Angeles, California for SmackDown as the road to the Night of Champions, King and Queen of the Ring, continue here tonight on SmackDown. A huge update if you haven't seen it in the community post. We will be doing a modded universe mode. These are all pre-recorded, so the mods are not actually in effect yet, but they will be coming. But we're live from Los Angeles, California, and tonight Bren talks the next steps for the new Bren order. New briefcase order, whatever you want to call it. Bren is here tonight, and he's turned up to Los Angeles. He does turn up to work, and of course, Queen of the Ring, first round triple threat, Carmen Petrovic, Naomi, Megan Bain, who will advance to the semi-finals. As we focus on the women tonight, we're also going to have another triple threat match. The land of the underdogs, Michin, Thea Hale, and Zelina Vega will fight for supremacy. Who will go on to face the winner of the other triple threat? Cue the music, DJ. Well, we're about to hear from... Oh, who's going to kick us off? Oh, it's Mr. Money in the Bank himself. For life. And there he is. You can see the briefcase in hand there from Bren. Some deem him as the leader of the new NBO. Some deem him as the enforcer. Some know Sting's involved. We don't know what's really going on. But Bren has vowed to speak here tonight. Tell us exactly, following the NBO's victory at SummerSlam, what the next steps is for Bren, the briefcase, and the NBO. Well, we're about to find out right now, ladies and gentlemen, as Bren makes his way into the ring. Looking good tonight in Los Angeles. Caught a bit of a tan because the weather's beautiful. Joe Hendry was the overnight sensation. Now he is just another name we walked over. The hype died the second we stepped in the ring. Cody Rhodes needs to go home and reinvent himself because the American Nightmare has become a joke. He found out this dream has no happy ending. CM Punk still calls himself the best in the world, but he looked real small lying under my boot. I have the briefcase, and that means I own him. The new Bren order does not play fair. We dominate and destroy legacies. We are the future, and the future is now. What else is he going to... Oh, he's not even going to get a chance to finish, because here comes our WWE Undisputed Champion, CM Punk. A man who has been terrorized by Bren holding that briefcase since he won it at Money in the Bank. Can CM Punk get over his demons? CM Punk needs to focus on the task at hand, and that is being the WWE Champion. But of course, Bren making that ever so difficult. And I can't imagine exactly how that makes him feel, but of course, Punk is here today in Los Angeles, and he's coming face to face with his demon. Because Bren not obliged to cash in that Money in the Bank anytime soon. Punk kind of wants to get it over with. And Punk, no words needed, straight for the GTS on Bren. It is clobbering time, says Punk. No words needed from CM Punk, just comes in, drops the GTS on Bren. Bren didn't even get to finish. Bren promised us they were going to tell us everything. And now we're turning our attention to a number one contenders contest. Solo Sikoa has enlisted since signing from SmackDown, and we do have a JC Matteo mod for future episodes. They'll be coming near Night of Champions. I mean, I do have them now, but I pre-recorded all this. So JC Matteo will be taking on one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions in Jimmy Uso. If JC Matteo can put away Big Jim, the Bloodline 3.0, as they call themselves, will earn an opportunity next week at the WWE Tag Team Championships. But at what cost? As I drink my Coca-Cola, Solo is here to enforce and ensure that JC Matteo gets it over the line. Not that he needs it. I think JC Matteo will be fine on his own. The GOAT has entered SmackDown as we await the arrival of Big Jim. Oh, and they're coming out to the Bloodline entrance. Bit of mind games here from the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, and we do have mod for Jay as well. Everything's modded. So there'll be like a few more episodes where it's like community creation based, and then we'll go on to the mods. We got some new guys and girls coming in, like Chris Statlander and Bandido. We've also got some rehashes of people we've already got, like Megan Bain, Blake Monroe, and of course likes of Carmen Petrovic. Some of the wrestlers like CM Punk have had they've reinvigorated themselves. They've come back as a more modern version of themselves, as Jimmy and JC look to get together, and JC Matteo runs straight to a super kick. Big Jim anticipates it, and he's going to kick JC Matteo in the back for good measure. Brings him to his feet. Of course, JC Matteo weighing nearly 300 pounds from Hawaii. And a beautiful move here, going for a crucifix powerbomb, it looks like, already on Jimmy Uso. That might put him away in the early stages. Start as you mean to go on is the motto by JC Matteo. His finisher, Tour of the Islands, really does feel like a Tour of the Islands, as Jimmy looking to solidify his legacy and his stake in the WWE Tag Team Championship. A lot of the fans focus on Jason Uso. Jimothy wants to show his willing, and that's not going to be a good thing, as he's been hit with 2 crucifix powerbombs already. Solo Sikoa looks disappointed in the fact that Jimmy kicked out straight away and a kick to the gut. Of course, Night of Champions coming to you on the 2nd of August, I believe. That's going to be an absolutely epic premium live event. I did say I was going to do a schedule, but then again, I'm just going to try and make sure that the PLEs are always on time. That's the main goal. So the mods will be coming, I believe, off the top of my head, on the final SmackDown before Night of Champions. So we've got a few more, 3 more episodes of community created universe mode, which are really good, by the way. So well written by yours truly, and you're going to enjoy them, I'm sure. And then the mods come into effect. JC Matteo, well, that's as long as I know how to merge the files. Otherwise, I went for a diving headbutt, because the update will be a thing. And we've got the likes of Rey Fenix, Joe Hendry's got his own theme. They've all got their own themes and things. Took a lot of time to invest, and a splash, not quite an Uso splash, more like a splattering onto JC Matteo, and now chop from Jimothy Uso. Nice move here, going to go for the Samoan drop, connects. Bit of momentum here for Jimmy, and he points to the sky, mocking the past rhetoric of the Bloodline. Goes against the ropes and misses with the stomp, but JC's too fast, and Matteo with a takedown. And the thing with JC Matteo is you've got to put him away fast as he hits him, and now to the outside of the ring, into the barricade goes Jimmy. Never a good place to be, and a kick to the gut. And now JC Matteo is looking dangerous. Oh, wow, what's he going for here? Jimmy's in no man's land as he's up on the powerbomb and against the apron. And that's the LED side. Goes Jimmy. And the raw strength of JC Matteo is not to be mocked. Jay can only watch on. As what is he going to go for here? Are we going to see that standing moonsault maybe? And we are! Beautiful move. A man of his size should not be able to do that at all, but he makes it look so effortless. And throwing a punch, or an indication that he's going to throw a punch. You can see Solo Sikoa's removed the turnbuckle in the top right. JC Matteo goes to take out Jimmy Uso, but he's telegraphed in a super kick from Super Uso. Double super kick, and one to the back of the head. Might be going for the Uso splash. And Solo Sikoa gets involved. Charles Robinson's in a bit of a problem here. Oh, what's happened to Charles Robinson, our referee for the night, or for today's match? He's a bit stuck as Solo and Jimmy arguing. Wonder what they're talking about. Sibling rivalry. And Jimmy Uso still fed up, and he's gone to the outside of the ring. And JC Matteo doesn't care who gets wiped out. He takes Jimmy off the edge of the apron. And Solo won't mind that, I don't think. Maybe he does, who knows. And now Jimmy's in trouble. Going to go for another powerbomb as JC Matteo has him up. And what's he going to go against? The barricade this time for good measure. Jimmy Uso's been snapped against barricades and the side of ring aprons like a rag doll and tries to throw him into the steps there. And he's going to go for another moonsault. It's JC Matteo, this time on the canvas. Of course, still to come, we've got our 2 Queen of the Ring qualifiers. And also, what will Sami Zayn have to say tonight? Will he sell his soul to Sting? We'll find out. And we're going to see Tour of the Islands. No, we're not. Now, super kick from Jimmy. Had to get it. And Solo again intervening with the perfect moment for Jimmy to capitalise and hit an Uso splash roll-up pin here from... Oh, what the hell's the referee? And JC Matteo has this match won. And I believe Solo Sikoa has been ejected as the fight goes on in the ring. Charles Robinson, a veteran referee, has seen enough. He has seen enough. He's had enough. And now Jimmy in the corner. And in big, big trouble. Well, Solo Sikoa has been ejected. That is confirmed. And now JC Matteo about to lay £300 on Jimmy Uso, who reverses it. Nice move. And going to go for another Samoan drop. Surely the advantage is in the Usos' corner now. But with tension rising in this match, Jimmy Uso about to hit a splash and JC Matteo counters it. That's why he's a goat. And now they stare off chop. And both men struggling to find their feet as they chop and punch and scratch and claw. JC throws Jimmy to the outside. And he looks at Jey Uso here, who's backing away, and Irish whip into the announcer's desk. Do not be mistaken by the power and the aura that is JC Matteo. Into the prime hydration station goes Jey Uso. But that could be time wasted as Jimmy throws JC Matteo back into the ring. Could JC have took his eye off the prize? And a splash misses. JC Matteo, Tour of the Islands. And why is was Jey Uso just celebrating then? And a win. And the Bloodline will get an opportunity, making the Usos look hella weak as well. A JC Matteo and Solo Sikoa. It looks like he's not done here. Jey Uso on the outside of the ring is going to do nothing. He's not even helping his brother. What the hell is Jey Uso doing? He's just letting JC Matteo beat him like a government mule. And oh my word, Irish Whip and Solo's back to admire the work of his enforcer. And a punch.
From the heart of Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, a night of glory awaits. Champions will rise, legacies will be sealed, and history will be made. This isn't just another premium live event. This is Night of Champions, where the spotlight burns brighter and the stakes climb higher. On this night, 2 tournaments reach their end. The final battle for royalty. The king and the queen of the ring will be crowned. They've fought through the brackets, they've outlasted the best, but only one man and one woman will walk out with the crown, and that's only the beginning. Titles are on the line, rivalries reach their breaking point, new challengers emerge, old scores get settled permanently. From brutal wars to unforgettable moments, this is the event that defines what it means to be a champion. Live from Riyadh, live from the global stage.
Well, before I was rudely interrupted by that advertisement for Night of Champions, we've got Damian Priest, who came up short, having an opportunity at the United States Hardcore Championship, now held by LA Knight. Yeah, what's he going to have to say? I came up short at SummerSlam. I failed to win the United States Championship, and that is on me. I walked into that match full of rage and fire, but I lost control and I lost the fight. No excuses, just truth, like LA Knight was the better man that night, but this feeling in my chest won't fade. I am not done with him or that title. Well, the United States Hardcore Champion, yeah, it's complicated, is here, and he's dressed to impress here in the Crypto.com arena. Looking good is LA Knight. You want another shot, big man? You showed me something I did not expect. You brought the fight and then some. Yeah. I am not scared to beat you again. So if you want it, you got it. One more time for the US title. Yeah. You just made a deal with the devil. This time, I will not hesitate. This time, I will finish it. God damn. LA Knight. Is LA Knight heel now? What's going on? As I have a drink, well, it looks like we're going to have another run it back, DJ. This time for the United States Hardcore Championship. And now we're focused on our Queen of the Ring. Of course, both of the men who were competing for SmackDown in both of the matches, should I say, from SmackDown were the King of the Ring, where we saw Andrade and Ricky Saints emerge. Now the focus has shifted to the women, and we have a wonderful... This core is amazing, by the way. But we have a wonderful core mod for Megan Bain now, who looks to take on, I believe, Carmen Petrovic and Naomi to advance to the semi-finals to face the winner of Zelina Michin or Thea Hale. Of course, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia cries out loud for a new queen. The winner of that will be guaranteed a world title shot at some point. They must preempt their title shot. They must stipulate when they do want it, but it's not directly at the next premium live event. And we've got the updated Naomi graphics in the new mod, just not here. But here comes Carmen. An MMA background from Carmen Petrovic, a beautiful lady as well. And she will be wanting to stake her claim here on Friday Night SmackDown. Well, I say Friday night very loosely. It's not on a Friday. But Carmen Petrovic, a wonderful competitor within the women's scene. Canadian. And she'll be wanting to prove a point here tonight against Megan Bain, who's seen as a bit of a monster. And the veteran Naomi. The veteran Naomi will be looking to get herself back on track. Of course, our very first Women's United States champion. The WWE Women's United States Championship has been rebranded to the WWE Women's Underground Championship. It looks amazing, by the way, held by Roxanne Perez. And I don't know what this song is, but I don't like it. I'm bringing them out. But as we are about to get underway, proceed with caution. Well, not yet. In a couple of weeks, you will be proceeding with caution. Naomi wants you to feel the glow as she makes her way to the ring here tonight. She's looking to cause chaos. Who will win this triple threat? Who will advance to the semi-finals? It's a massive, massive night for all the women involved inside the Queen of the Ring, as they look to buy a ticket to Saudi Arabia in Riyadh, and fight the winner of the Raw bracket for the opportunity to become the Queen of the Ring. Not only do they earn a World Championship opportunity, they earn that Queen's Crown, the coveted prize that has been in the WWE and been prestigious for many years in professional wrestling. It's a great honour. Such greats have won King of the Ring, such as Wade Barrett. No, I'm joking. Sheamus, King Booker, Cody Rhodes now. One of these three women could be looking to etch their name in the history books. Naomi is feeling the glow tonight. Well, she's going to have to feel a lot more than the glow to knock off Carmen and Megan Bain. But Naomi is always ready for a fight. Of course, that inaugural WWE Women's United States Champion, already decorated in gold in this universe mode. What will her aspirations be going forward? Well, it looks like this crowd here in Los Angeles are loving Naomi being here. They're all feeling the glow, as you can see in the crowd, as we're about to get underway. Megan Bain, the Megasis. Carmen Petrovic, the MMA specialist. And Naomi, the veteranist. I'm joking. And we're underway. Our referee in charge, Rod Zapata. And Megan Bayne straight after Naomi. And Carmen with a smart counter there, going for a pinfall, but Naomi's back to her feet. Going to have to be more alert than that, I'm afraid. Naomi with a kick. And one thing about Naomi is she's so experienced, but youthful exuberance surrounds her in this ring. Two up-and-coming women here on SmackDown, to be joined by the likes of Chris Statlander to come soon. There's going to be so much going on in the SmackDown women's division. Now Megan Bayne going for an Irish whip on Naomi, and Carmen walks straight into them knees. Of course, should be adverse with the striking game of her opponent with the MMA background. And look at Megan Bayne with the pure strength. Tilt-a-world slam there, and Naomi gets back in the ring. Irish whip and reverse there. Into the corner goes Naomi. I think Megan Bayne's best bet is to showcase her power and a kick. Naomi will be seeing stars. Carmen's dancing on the edge of the ring. Now Carmen Petrovic needs to get some offense in. It's been all the other two. Nice suplex there, going for the pinfall. Might be a bit soon, and Bayne kicks out one, but Naomi had it covered. Reversed Irish whip. Naomi into the Rod Zapata. And now a nice interference here from Megan Bayne. And Naomi's going to counter reverse DDT. The experience there of Naomi. Of course, it has been said in my universe mode by myself that I feel like the SmackDown Queen of the Ring is a land of opportunity. 6 competitors with something to prove. 6 competitors who might not necessarily be considered top of the mountain are getting a humongous opportunity by Sting, who has obviously enforced this as the general manager. A nice drop kick from Bayne, and now a drop kick from Naomi. Nice synchronization and clothesline. What a wonderful, wonderful sequence that was. Carmen coming out on top. Now she's stalking Naomi. Irish whip into the ropes. Goes Carmen as she looks to put her away. Naomi reverses. Megan Bayne going furniture shopping. Of course, no disqualification rules do apply inside a triple threat match, whether it be Queen, King, or just a normal and chair thrown. And I believe that hit the head of Carmen, but she must have a steel head. And Megan Bayne has made a beeline for Naomi. And Carmen just stalks her with that chair. Maybe the best way to take down the Megasis is with that steel chair. What the hell's Megan Bayne doing here? Naomi teetering on the ropes and kick to the outside. And Carmen throws the chair. The only way to take down a giant is to take away the advantage they have, which is the height, and bring them to the ground. And now Carmen Petrovic is back on top with the fists. Punches to the face. And oh, that kick. Naomi's knocked out. This could be the best opportunity for Carmen Petrovic. She's going to the semi-finals shortly, and Naomi with a kick out 1. The kicks and the striking game of Carmen Petrovic is the advantage that she does hold, and throws the chair at Megan Bayne again. Maybe not the worst decision that she's ever made to use weaponry on Megan Bayne, and now she's trying to weigh her up, and she's noticed Naomi's to her feet. Naomi with the kendo stick in hand. Carmen going to use the height and axe handle to Megan Bayne. Naomi hold of the kendo stick. Both women, I don't believe, are aware of that, and that can be quite dangerous as Carmen... I believe the biggest threat in this match is the power of Megan Bayne. And no, Naomi! And she's not looking. Rolls her up. We're going to see that submission. And Carmen could be about to tap. Megan Bayne needs to get out the corner and break this up, because Carmen is in a... Although she may be considered an MMA specialist and a submission specialist, she needs to get out of this. And Bayne is there. And a powerbomb awaits, and a knee to the face of Naomi. She was clever there. She was clever. Now I believe we're going to see Megan Bayne go for a springboard. Of course, she is not just a power woman. She has a lot in her arsenal. And a kick to Carmen Petrovic. Going to go for the pinfall. Naomi's back to her feet and going to break it up. Good awareness there from Naomi. Megan Bayne is aware of Naomi, and you're not going to beat her in a lifting contest. And that is something Naomi, roll-up pin here, sneaky. Could this be for the win? Rod Zapata's a bit slow to get down, kick out 1. Nearly rolled up Megan Bayne there, did Naomi. And Naomi with the kicks. Went for the finisher, but Megan Bayne... Oh no, we've seen her do this tombstone pile driver. Naomi will not be getting up. Oh, she's not finished. Bayne looking to finish it with the Megasis bomb. And that's what I'm calling it, the F5. Hits. This is it. Megan Bayne's advancing. But Carmen was in the ring. But how on earth did Naomi kick out of that? And Carmen's going to take advantage. I like what I'm seeing here from Carmen Petrovic. All three women, by the way. She's very opportunistic. She's looking for the moments where she can break the lines and find an opportunity to create an opening and taking advantage of that. And that is what winners do, using the kendo stick, hook of the leg. But Naomi is there to break up the pin. So we'll never know if Carmen had that locked down and now going to try drag Naomi. But Naomi is too veteran to fall for that one. Irish whip. And brings her back into the reversal. Carmen Petrovic has been hella impressive in this match. Can we just give her some props? Now Megan Bain. But is she going to go for an F5 on Carmen? No, but she goes for the punch. But that's leaving a massive seeping gap for Naomi. With what looks like a bubble bomb and a pinfall. But Carmen's back to her feet. She'll break up that pinfall. Huge resilience from Carmen Petrovic here. Leg toss there from Carmen. She's going to break the leg of Naomi. And now Carmen's surely feeling that it could be her night. Rolls Megan Bain over, kick to the back. And she's busted wide open, but that don't matter. She's the true sign of a fighter, and Naomi counters her. And she could be in big trouble. Enziguri to the face. And Bain is on the outside of the ring and counters Naomi. And when Megan Bain goes up to the top rope, that's freakish. The athleticism of a woman of her size is scary. And she's going to go for it, axe handle reversed. But she was complacent. Roll-up pin here from Naomi. Could have the victory. Has the tights hold of Megan Bain and wins the triple threat match. It's not the way that we expected to win, but as you can see here, Naomi advances to the semi-finals. And not the way we maybe expected. Not a clean victory, but smart from the veteran. And next week on SmackDown, Bianca will be the special guest referee. Io Sky will go one-on-one with Jade Cargill. Will there be some bias towards Jade? We'll find out who will face at Night of Champions. Bianca Belair, of course, the King of the Ring semi-finals will be held next week. Andrade will take on Ricky Saints, who will book their ticket to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. We'll find out next week on SmackDown. And of course, the WWE Tag Team Championships confirmed earlier in the night will be on the line. JC Matteo, Solo Score, Bloodline 3.0 will take on the Usos. And of course, up next, it's our final Queen of the Ring and our final first round match in the tournaments. But before that, we're going to look ahead to Atlanta and Saturday night's main event.
This is more than just another Saturday night. This is the return of a legacy forged in the golden age of wrestling, reborn in the heart of the South. Live from Atlanta, Georgia, the city that birthed legends, ignited rivalries, and stood at the crossroads of chaos and greatness, where the Omni once echoed with the roars of the past. Now, a new battleground emerges. Tonight, the past collides with the present. The legends who paved the way and the warriors of this new era will clash under the bright lights of Saturday night's main event. Heroes will rise, villains will fall, and history will be written in blood, sweat, and pride. The main event isn't just a show, it's a statement, a proving ground, a reckoning. In the city that never forgets its roots, will you witness the birth of a new icon? This is Saturday night's main event, live, electrifying, unstoppable, and it all begins now.
So, folks, we have our final first round tournament match. Zelina Vega. Boom, boom, boom. I think I did update. No, I don't know if I did update Zelina's graphics with the mods. But Zelina Vega, Michin, and Thea Hale, three women who probably aren't considered to get the opportunities that sometimes that some of their performances do warrant. They've got a huge opportunity here in the Crypto.com arena to prove themselves amongst the best. Of course, we saw earlier, or in the last match, Naomi will be awaiting the winner of this match. Can an underdog from the underground, like Sami Zayn, who we'll hear from later, or after this match, surprise everybody and become the Queen of the Ring? I am. Michin has to be a favourite in this match. I can't call this match. It's very, very close. Of course, Michin, formerly a member of the OC, been mentored by the greats like AJ Styles, who is over on Raw. And I've actually modded in his Get Ready to Fly entrance. I've modded in loads of stuff. You're going to see it. You're going to love it, so make sure you subscribe and turn on notification bells. You're not going to want to miss the universe mode. It's really picking up, and with all the mods and all the cool things that have changed, it's going to be the most unique one that you'll see. But Michin looking... Oh, pulls down the bandana. Has a Twitch channel, I believe. She's a bit of a gamer. But tonight, she's not playing any games. She's here to book her ticket to the semi-finals next week, or in 2 weeks on SmackDown, before we go to Riyadh, where we will find out who is our Queen of the Ring. And I will update this entrance, but Thea Hale, formerly a student of Chase University, graduated, in my opinion, by the fact that she's now here on SmackDown and got a massive opportunity on I believe it's a SmackDown debut, to advance and take on Naomi. Now, this entrance looks like Thea Hale has been in the back doing some anti-social activities. Very excited to be here. I absolutely love this attire, by the way. I like it, seriously, I really love it. She's running around with a cone in the middle of the ring. Zelina and Michin won't be bothered about that. A bit more veteran experience between the two. So it's a full match of opportunities given the main event spotlight in terms of matches. Of course, Sami Zayn, will he sell his soul to Sting for an opportunity at the WWE Championship held by CM Punk at Night of Champions? We're going to find out. Will Sami sell out? I don't know. We'll have to wait and find out. And Zelina goes to work here on Michin as Thea Hale's thrown to the outside of the ring. Dropkick misses. And of course, for a woman like Thea, who's such an up-and-coming prospect, so young, roll-up pin here by Michin. This is a huge opportunity to main event a SmackDown to prove yourself. It looks like she hurt a leg in kicking Michin there, but that's okay. Seems okay now. And Michin Irish whipping Zelina into the turnbuckle. Nice arm toss there from Thea Hale. And she's going to follow that with a big kick, and Zelina's going to go outside the ring. We only know what that happens from the last triple threat match, and all three women are outside the ring. Sledgehammer in hand, like the game himself. Zelina doing some DIY, and as we went to a commercial break, a sunset flip there from Michin takes down Zelina Vega, and a few objects of choice and a prime bottle have made their way to the ring and bounced off the dome piece of Michin. Goes the prime hydration bottle. I believe that's the ice pop flavour. If you want diabetes inside a bottle, I would strongly suggest going and overpaying for prime and getting yourself some of that right now. And oh my god, and not sure that's where the prime bottle's meant to go, but it's where it did end up. Thea Hale resolving to dirty Texas. Look at the springboard. Well, Thea has mastered the art of levitating, and that is always nice to see. It is a universe mode for a reason. And now an Irish whip throwing Michin into the barricade. Thea Hale, very, very strong performance from this young lady. Zelina is struggling, and she's gone into the corner. Maybe getting some recovery time and launch the prime bottle. Thea Hale's like a machine. Such a young age as she's won, and the crowd are clapping with her. Can she build some momentum? Michin's having none of it. She's had enough, and a nice neck breaker taking Thea Hale down. Zelina going to go for the springboard, but Michin one step ahead with the back body drop there. Going to go for the pinfall here on Zelina, but I believe Thea's back to her feet, and that's where the naivety of somebody who's maybe seen as experienced but not quite got the experience in that main event scene will show. When you're not aware of your surroundings, in a triple threat and fall away slam from Michin does take Thea Hale down. And she's going to go furniture shopping again. I don't think we've got enough weapons. A kendo stick will add to that. And over the head of Zelina. And Michin, as I said earlier, a member of the OC, or formerly a member, tutored and mentored by the great, not the late great, he's not passed away, the great AJ Styles, and of course the old club in Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, or Festus, as some of you may know him. Now Michin going to run round the ring. Maybe she's looking to meet Thea Hale outside, but Thea is going to pick up the baseball bat. And Michin says no with a slap. Quick strike to get the baseball bat out of Thea Hale's hand. I must say Michin's impressed me in this match. And of course Thea Hale will always impress, because she never expect much from any of these three women, but when they put in a barn burner like this and a hurricanrana from Zelina, she needs to build some momentum. And speaking of tutoring, being tutored by Rey Mysterio, the greatest luchador of all time, or the second greatest after El Grande Americano. Now a nice springboard goes for the DDT on Thea Hale, but Michin is there to mop up the pieces, and a elbow to the gut there, and a kendo stick, and Thea is fighting tooth and nail for everything. She has been outstanding and takes down Zelina Vega, going to go to the middle ropes, and went for a senton there, but missed, using the back and her weight to inflict pain to the abdomen of Zelina. And now Michin's here. Are we going to see it? No. Something happened. She even shaked her head, but Michin will take advantage of that. We're going to see Michin with that. Oh, boy. Zelina could be out. And Thea Hale's getting back to her feet. Went for a baseball bat shot and then goes back to Zelina. And Thea now has hold of the baseball bat and throws it at Michin. And Michin could be in serious trouble here. Might have took some serious damage. We're going to see the arm breaker from Thea Hale. She's an absolute submission specialist. She's brilliant at submissions, looking to break the arm of Michin, who needs to escape and does, and kicks her out the way. And it's an intense penultimate moment in this match as Michin's looking to get out again. The veteran instincts are not quite there. Zelina just waiting for her to go for that pinfall and then anticipating and breaking it up. Nice drop toe hold there, taking her down. And Zelina going to the outside, maybe looking for more weaponry, because we need more. That's exactly what we need, Zelina. You keep getting... She's going for the sledgehammer, but why on Thea Hale? Thea gets out of the way, rolls out of the way, and a wheelbarrow into the arm drag is not the worst move, trying to get Zelina out of the equation. The Prime Bottle is back in the ring, and... Oh, and thrown, and it's bounced. Where's that gone? Oh, my God. The Prime Bottle launched into the crowd. I'm sure they'll be... treat it like a beach ball, and look at the athleticism of both these women, counter after counter. Neither woman wants to get that vital move done on them. And now Thea with the basement drop of the springboard. Kendo stick in hand, and Zelina with a hurricanrana. She's of course adopted many moves from her mentor, Rey Mysterio, and a kick out at not even one from Thea Hale. Thea Hale looks like a machine in this match. Going for, I believe, for Code Red, but Thea Hale reverses it. Now another wheelbarrow arm drag doing the splits. The athleticism of Thea Hale is not to be ignored, by the way. Incredible, incredible athlete. Oh, and Michin's in trouble. And that twisted neck breaker could do it. As Thea looks to wrap things up here in the Crypto.com arena, live from Los Angeles. The arm is going to be broken. And Michin can do nothing about it. Center of the ring. And she's going to tap. And Thea Hale advances in the Queen of the Ring. Wow. What performance from Thea, by the way. Give her, she's getting an applaud from me. And as you can see in a second, Thea, in 2 weeks' time in the semi-finals, will take on Naomi. The winner of that match will, of course, take on the winner of Tiffany versus Alexa. Raw vied for experience. SmackDown vied for youthful exuberance. And as the tensions are about to boil over here in Los Angeles, California, we're closing the show, of course, with the penultimate moment. Will Sami sell out? Of course, Sami has found it hard to come by opportunities. A former WWE Intercontinental Champion in this universe mode, but for 2 days. And that has never, ever been able to be lived down by Sami Zayn. Of course, never been a world champion in his career, and that's something that before he retires, because he's not getting any younger, he has to do. Sting has handed him a golden opportunity at CM Punk at Night of Champions. All he has to do is sit under the learning tree of the Icon. Well, we're going to find out exactly what Sami's going to have to say. I always dreamed of earning my way to a world title, of scratching and clawing like I always have, but dreams change when reality hits hard. Sting came to me with an offer I could not ignore, a world title shot in Riyadh. But if I pledge myself to the new Bren order, I hate that it's come to this, but I am not getting any younger, and I have a family to think about. This business chews up guys like me and forgets them the second they slow down, and I am not leaving without a legacy. So this is my answer to Sting. I accept your offer. I sell my soul to the NBO. But I know nothing comes for free. I was told there is a task, a test to prove that I belong. Whatever it is, I will do it because I need this. So Sami accepting to sell his soul to Sting. Why? And now he's backstage and a member of the NBO. You made the right choice, Sami. The pain, the doubt of it all, it'll be worth it when you wear gold. What is this task?